Hey everybody, this is Brian from SALP, and today I'm going to walk you through how to submit a budget to the OBC. So first you're going to visit the Connect homepage, Portland State Connect, and you're going to go to sign in the upper right hand corner. Sign in using your Odin name. Password. Boom, you should be into Connect. So what you're going to do next is you're going to visit in the upper right hand corner, you're going to switch views, this little 9 boxes, and you're going to go to manage. As a student group leader, you should have this manage option. Once you're in the manage portal, you should see down here under my memberships, the group where you have the ability to manage the student organization. So I am going to go in, ironically, into the OBC portal and use theirs as the test for submitting our budget. So I'm going to go into the portal, and over here under the burger menu, I'm going to scroll down to finance. And once I am in the finance portal, I'm going to go to create request, create budget request. This is going to take you to where you'll see how to submit to the OBC. So right now you can see select a process or budget to start your request. And for right now, because of the limitations with on-campus events not happening, the only thing you're going to see is the event program request. Typically in a general year, you would also see a forming group request, you would see promo apparel, and you would also see a travel budget request. But because those are kind of off the table for right now, we're just going to go to the event program request. So once you're in the event program request, I'm just going to type in tests. You don't have to put a description if you don't want to. And now it's going to take you to some pre-budget information about processing times and OBC guidelines. If you're requesting stuff from Amazon, which again right now is not really possible, but hopefully will be again in the future. And then also some questions about understanding policy guidelines before moving forward. Please remember that we need at least 2 weeks for the self-advising team at OBC to review your request. So make sure that you are within that timeline. So if you're requesting multiple items from online sites, again, right now that's not really possible, but there's a spreadsheet here that you can link to be able to do that and then upload that into not only your budget, but also your request to spend money once your budget's been approved by the OBC. So now we're into the basic information. So is this program open to Portland State? Yes. I'm just going to put test for the name of my program. Quarter which will take place, go for fall 2020, date of the program, should be summer, let's go 5 o'clock, ends at 7, location, right now this is probably going to be online, in a Zoom room, could be a different online location depending on your choice. Let's see, we're going to have fun. Now, obviously, you want to add a lot more information than this so the OBC understands what the event is and how it connects with your mission. I'm just trying to go through this quickly so that folks can get an idea of what the form looks like. Well, because we are fun, that's how we term it. We will have fun. So how many Portland State students are attending? Let's just go for 12. How many non-state Portland, how many non-PSU students? So this could be students from other institutions. Let's go for 2. Faculty and staff, let's just say none, or community members. How we're going to market, so Facebook, Connect, Insta. Our student group agrees to post our event on Connect. Yes, that is a requirement. Are you charging admissions for this? No. Do you plan to have food at your event? So new this year, these 3 questions will actually pop up with follow-up pages if you answer yes to them. So do you plan to have food at your event? let's just do yes. Do you plan to pay any speakers, performers? Yes. Is this a co-sponsored event? And again, I'm only doing this to show you what the next pages will look like. If you were to answer no to any of these questions, which a lot of requests will not answer yes to any of these, the following pages you wouldn't see. So I'm just going to put myself in here as the contact. And yes, we require to do the post-event evaluation. So as you can see, based on what I entered, I said that we were going to have a speaker. So I'm going to put my name as the speaker. I am not a PSU student. I am a PSU faculty staff member. Typically, the OBC does not pay Portland State University faculty and staff members for events, as they see this as part of their institutional duty to be able to do this type of work. I do not reside outside of the United States. Type of workshop. Let's kind of go through this, 2 hours. So, you know, I don't have any travel costs here. Let me see, you can leave that empty. Honorarium, say you're going to pay me $5,000, which would be a lot. The total amount would be $5,000. So that would be a lot. Yeah, would you like, so no, if you add another speaker, another box would pop up and you would complete that one as well. So I'm not going to add another speaker. Food information, from whom do you plan to purchase food items for your event? Right now, we don't really have an option to purchase food for events, but it was to say I was going to go with PSU Eats. And is this a co-sponsored event? You know, there's some questions about co-sponsoring. So let's say we're going to co-sponsor with a student group, and I'm going to sponsor with VSA because they're awesome. What are we each contributing? And then what elements is each group responsible for? You could put some information in there about what folks are going to be doing. The reason we had this in here is so that we can get a sense from the OBC perspective and from the SALP perspective as to what the partnership looks like. If it was with a PSU department or external organization, we want to make sure that, you know, the student group is not taking on the brunt of the cost or all of the labor in order for that partnership to exist. If it's internal with another student organization, we recognize that different student groups have different capacities, including funding tiers. And so I think it's just good to outline exactly what that partnership is going to look like and what everyone is going to be providing. So now we're on to the last page, and this is where you would actually add line items in. So if you were going to want to have an advertising budget, you would add that in here. Campus services such as CAVIT or security, things like that, contracts. If you were you know, having a speaker performer, you would add the information here, food, drinks. This is essentially where you're going to add all of your documents to show the OBC exactly what you're planning to purchase. And then new this year is an event flyer. You would need to upload an event flyer. And then you would just hit submit, and the budget would be submitted, and that would be then passed along to your SALP advisor. And once they look at it, it would be then passed along to the OBC. So that was just a quick walkthrough of what submitting a budget to the OBC would look like for right now. Again, please remember that in the future, there will be other budget items that your group will be able to request, including, you know, apparel and promotional items, travel requests, and performing student organizations. You'll be able to request money through your own individual budget portal in this area. So thank you. And as always, if you have questions, please make sure to reach out to your SALP advisor and the OBC for assistance.